Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for watching, the click, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and welcome to the new subscribers. What are we doing today? The moon, it's gonna be arriving at Libra. She's going to meet first Venus, and then she's gonna go straight in about 2 days from now. She's gonna be meeting the sun for a new cycle, for a new moon of these new things that needs to be, and she's going to report it to the authority, right? One of the things that is going to happen is the moon is transitioning from Virgo to Libra. That is going to be like what I'm seeing while I'm in a relationship, what I thought that the relationship is, but it's not. Because the moon and Venus is going to be opposing Neptune. Neptune, it is about visions, is about directions, kind of like a sort of downloads, deja vus, okay, all that kind of like of things. But it's also he is the one that give us a what? Expectations, illusions, having these fantasies, imaginations, so I'm talking about imaginations, imagine the certain things the way they're not. And now the moon sees this. She's like, we need to find the clarity. And the clarity is going to be coming in from Pluto, Uranus, and Saturn. They're all going to meet in there. This is the beautiful power of the kite. By removing the illusions, we are going to be finding what real love is. This is going to be affecting the next few days. In the next few days, there's going to be a lot of interesting things happen after the new moon. The moon is going to be going into Scorpio, but she's going to meet what? The true Lilith, the mean Lilith, the Mercury, and Mars. So this is going to be a deep investigations. As of that exact moment, we're going to have the sun coming in joined within Scorpio. So here is that the new moon is going to be particularly about diving deep, investigating of what real relationship is and what the reality of love is. What do you think? What do you feel? And how it goes? And this is what happens when you're in a relationship and all of a sudden things are not going well. What do? You try to doubting, you try to investigating, you try to dive deep. Okay? So we're going to start this deep energy as the true Lilith, Mercury, and the mean Lilith. They are going to come together at Scorpio. That energy is going to be kind of like you feel like something you have to look in the shadow and emotions, but that is going to bring a lot of clarity. That's going to bring a lot of learning, and it's going to bring a lot of growth about family. Jupiter is trinic Mercury, Mars, and the Lilith together is trinic also Neptune and Saturn. So now with that growth of emotions, this is going to be the moment of what? Emotional maturity. Hi, Kimberly. Long time no see. Glad to see you here. And here what's happening at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to see the moon and Venus. They're going to be at Libra. They're going to be at the 12th house. Okay. This is about the end. You finding at the end, what are you going to go for it? The sun is going to be at the first house. Is going to be below the event horizon. And right now, the inner work is connecting particularly with Jupiter, but Jupiter falls off into the ninth house of God, right? So you're going to wake up with what and the God I'm going to be working on it in there, and what I'm going to be seeking from within. How can I get through this? How can I grow within this? And that is going to be this very beautiful kite that it's actually Pluto makes in there, because we have the moon, we have Uranus, right here is Jupiter, and right now down in the bottom we have a Pluto. He's receiving of these energies. So people, we're gonna have a lot of things, particularly the moon and Venus. They are gonna be a very much powerfully strong, a lot of feminine energies in there. I want to feel, I want to have, and so on and so on. Venus is in very powerful positions right now because she's a part of the both two kites, and we're gonna see some these energies throughout the day. All right. The next hour, be mindful because your authority right now it's seeking what it needs to be changed, what it needs to be transformed, what it's not balanced in life, particularly about relationships. Okay, relationships is everything from relationships with others. You have a work relationships with your coworkers, right? You have a friendship with your friends, right? You have a relationship with your partner, which is partnership in there, but it's also a what relationships all over across the board within politics, within organizations, within business relationships, okay, and so on and so on, right? So all this right now, it is like, wait a minute, what on a God we are doing? Okay, there's gonna be some that portions like we need to mature, right? But what do you need to mature? Emotions. Okay, and this is why the energies right now it can be have like an internal conflict. Is like, what is the love? What is this beautifications? What is this balance in there? And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, what do you understand for a peace? What do you understand about partnership? What do you understand of this cooperation? Okay, there is a difference between codependency and co-dependency. Let me explain. Codependency, where you're codependent on your partner. The other co-dependency, it is when you decide that you are going to be a dependable partner and you're going to be cooperate with it. Okay, so this is what actually is going to happen deeply in our processes in there, as the moon is going to be looking to Neptune. Is like, wait a minute, there is something more deeper, right? You never thought about these two type of codependencies, right? Because you have to see the boat and where they're bringing it to you, to evolution, right? That's what they're bringing into you. All right, we're going to be moving out. 9 o'clock is going to be some more kind of like interesting energies, because the inner work with the sun is going to be pointing out towards Neptune and Saturn. It's like, go look at the visions, the restrictions, why it's not working, why it's not working. Okay, what is the things? What is it? The situations in there. Go and look from within you. Go face yourself where? In the mirror. The biggest mirror, it's Pisces, right? The two fishes at the end. At the end, whatever you're going to do, you're facing yourself from within, right? So this is how you're gonna be feel without the energy. For some people, this can be a highly intense. It's like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and so on and so on. At 10 o'clock, we're gonna be facing at the past. This is going to be what the inner work is going to be meeting the South Node at Virgo. It may be too much critical, logical, and so on and so on. Still, the work has to be done. Okay, and the past is only a what reference, not to stay in the past, not to hold on to the past, right? And some of the people can have a really hard time in there too. So, hi, lady. Thank you for coming in. And we're going to see it in the next hour at 11 o'clock that we're going to come to the point of the inner work is going to start matching the moon and Venus. Okay? So now this energy is going to kind of like put you under pressure, but it's not there yet. But it's going to tell you need to work under this pressure. This pressure has to be worked out. Okay? So basically, it's pushing you out to remove everything that is not in you. You know, it's starting from, like this illusions within yourself. Yeah, this manipulating stuff. Okay, I can do that, and she or he is gonna do this, and so on, and that's how it's gonna turn out. You playing a game, but it comes into the reality. Whatever you preset, it's not working, right? And this is what one of the things is going to be this pressure of let that things out. All right, later on at 12 o'clock, the inner work is going to be still at the mid Libra. We're going to see the ascendant at Sag. The energy is going to be kind of like calmed down after all this pressure. Exactly, you let it go of the crap, right? How do you feel when you go and release the stuff to Mother Nature? Feel good, right? That's how it's going to feel like it. You remove certain things from you. So now it's more, you remove the stones that you carry. And now you remove them out and you're like, oh my God, I'm lighter. I feel so good. I feel like I can fly. Okay? So it's going to be a very beautiful hour. Later on at 1 o'clock, you have to work with this authority. And the inner work is going to be just a few minutes within Scorpio to give us the flavor. What is going to happen right after the new moon? Right after the new moon, the moon moves, goes to a Scorpio, right? We're going to see that energy, but that energy can be a lot of deceiving, okay? The biggest deceivers, it's Scorpio, okay? Particularly about themselves with others, right? So that energy in there is going to be facing the growth, is going to be facing Pluto. And Pluto is like, where are you going to stop with this thing? Hi, Nemira, glad to see you here. Where are you going to stop? Because Mercury, Pluto is going to be squaring that particular points, and together with Jupiter and a Chiron is like, enough with this self-inflicted pain. All right? Because when you try to manipulate the situations, those don't happen and then you suffer. Enough with that crap. It's time to go dive deep and find the truths in there. And how are we going to know about the truth is going to happen into the next hour. And I'm going to be telling you, showing this, because this energy is going to be coming in a few days. And here is. So this is right here, that is the True Lit, Finding the Truth, MC, or the Midheaven. It is matching right with here. This is the inner work. We're going to talking about Mercury with the communications, backup by actions, to finding the depth within the shadow. All this, okay, all this energy, guys, is going to be coming in a few days. And we're going to see this. I'm going to show you as the moon, it's going to come in and join it. Okay? And we're going to be working on that. This is going to be emotional maturity. But until we get there, we have some few days. Because this energy is going to happen on 23rd. Right now, we are talking about, what? 19. Okay? So we are going to have in the next few days that particular energy is about finding the truth. And you have to look deep within yourself. What is the truth for you? And is what you think is the truth is really the truth. Okay? Because there's going to be some energies of deceptions. Okay? And that is particularly what Neptune is trying to prevent. And that's what he is retrograde. All right. In the next hour at 3 o'clock, we're going to see some Pluto that comes in. It's like, hey, it's time for you to evolve. Hey, it's time for you to get these deep, deep, deep evolutions within you. It's time to get and transform and find new ways of better ways to do things. So this is a generational situation. We see Pluto is going to be at Aquarius for a long time, and now we're going to see at 4 o'clock that the Moon and Venus is getting very close. They're like only 2 degrees apart. They're going to have a kind of like a very this tiny energies now of these illusions. It's like, okay, we removed it. We have to get with off of this, but the strongest trine, that is going to be with Pluto. Okay, we're going to see some these transformations, and later on, the intuition is going to be about what? With the self-love in there. This is when you find yourself in a relationship where your partner is not there, but you feel the love within you of who you are, and then from who you are, how that affects the relationship. And here you find the reality of love. Okay, so now when this thing is gonna come, it's gonna be for a while, of course. We're gonna have to see some challenges. How can you make the things work? You cannot use any more manipulations for manifestations. Cannot use any of that stuff because you value the truth of love. And now you're going to be seeking it inside of you. How can I do this work? It's called service. And do you do service? Probably not. So this is going to be some one of the challenges, because we are going to see later on that energy. This is we're talking about at 7 p.m. Because that energy is going to hit what? It's going to be hitting the sun, the authority, right? This red square, and if you look at it, this is the center of the pyramid, right? It's like there is no escape. Cannot escaping of those things. So a lot of the people trying to escape these things, because in astrology, the T-squares are skip steps. But particularly on that cross, this is a cardinal cross, you cannot skip these cardinal changes because they are requiring a growth in the family, as Jupiter is in Cancer. They require a balance in the partnership, which is a Libra. They are requiring this service into the material world. That is going to be a Capricorn. And the part of a healing yourself, which is Chiron, is in Aries. You see, all those, when you put it together, they're going to put some pressures. But as we are seeing it with this, that Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, they are coming and they're working together to what? To give us a better ways, to show us a better paths, to go back of what the thing is supposed to be. And we're going to see choices. You always have a choices, right? But, you can make some choices, but you also have to thinking about it, the consequences of your choices, right? A lot of the people, they're not awakened and aware of this. And now everyone wants to be what? Awakened and aware of more of the consequences. All right, at 8 o'clock, the energy is going to be a little bit more calmed down. Of course, it's going to be looking at about what is your communications with others, how the things with others will do. Okay, the ascendant is going to be at Gemini. We're going to see the midheaven. It's going to be at Aquarius. You're going to feel this little bit positive energies of these new things. How beautiful can be, okay, if I can find a new ways to communicate, a new ways to be more helpful for others. How can I be helping to get this energy of the space down to the ground? It's same thing like the Aquarius, who's pulling the water from the stars down to the earth. What do you have in Aquarius? People with moon in Aquarius, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People with Jupiter in Aquarius, right? You know exactly what is this is going in there. Lady, people with the negative think is always venting. Yeah, they always try to get this negative energy and try to find someone to help them out, and they try to play within a little bit within the victim, but they have to mature as and grows in there. Okay, Anto, I'm a Leo, and I think this stuff is from the demon. What is that thinking about it? That there is no demons and angels. It's all about divine. We're just trying to escape to be an angels, or afraid that we might become as in a demons, and we are kind of like in the middle, and so on. So you have to take a look inside of you. What is this good or bad? Okay, because if you rejecting the good, right, you're attracting more bad stuff. If you are afraid of the bad, you're attracting the bad towards you. How about you understanding why the bad exists for what reason, and why the good exists for what reason, and how those two they can help you to unite it from within, and that is going to be helping you to what? Evolve, right? So you can improve yourself. Therefore, improvements. You can improve by the good way, or you can improve by the bad way. But guess what? Cannot escape evolution. I haven't seen somebody who's trying to escape evolutions, right? All right. So going on with this, at 9 o'clock, the energies is going to be some a little bit more intense. We are going to be looking into the family issues. Try to stay away of uh, communicate things about family. Who's doing what, and who's has been getting at what, and so on and so on. What should we do? What is it that this thing? And if you're operating from programming. The ascendant is going to be a squaring the moon and Venus, and this is why a lot of the people is like, well, there is no love, there is no situations, there is no need for continue, right? And instead of that, you should look at it. Okay, we're seeing that this is not working. Why is not working? We were programmed that way. Can we find a new, different, better way? And that's what the moon is going to go to the sun, okay, in 2 days, and it's going to say, hey, Arturo, you cannot go this like this anymore. We need to find a new way. Stop this good, bad, and so on and so on. Stop the judgment. Making balance. And this is why this new moon, it's at the end of Libra. It's not a beginning of Scorpio. It's in the end. Okay? Because that is where you gonna be hold on into the relationship. Okay? But you have to dive deep into the shadow world of Scorpio. All right, 10 o'clock, the midheaven, it's going to be with the North Node. The energies overall is going to be good, peacefully, quiet. You figure things out. Okay, right now, that new ways of love, new ways of understanding, these new truths that you're finding, now they're beginning to what? They're beginning to help you to purge the old ways out. Now there kind of comes in. Okay, because the inner work with the North Node is trining what? Lilith, Vertex, Mars, Mercury, and the true Lilith. All right there. They're starting from the 15th, 18th, 18th, 23, and 29 minute, 9th degree of Scorpio. Okay, so they are going to be right there. The door's going to open, closed for some people, but it's all about you to making the choices. All right, at 11 o'clock, the thing is going to be a little bit more intense because you are like, well, I learned everything, I got everything, but how I'm going to be? Accepting it. See, the acceptance, it doesn't come from something else. The acceptance comes of what you are authorizing in there. So you're inner authority, where is at? You see, in you may be born, for example, let's say a Scorpio. Okay, in 30 years after that, you have to learn how to communicate with in a society. After 30 years, you have to learn how to be in the service, and the people who knows you before your Taurus, they know you as a Scorpio. The people after a Taurus, they see you as a doing something with art, philosophy, and a helpful person. And the people who knows you in your 60s, if you're 60 years old, they're seeing you how you do a public service and helping others. Okay, so you can apply it wherever your zodiac sign you are. So in about 30 years, you are, if you, let's say, like your sun is at 10-degree areas, in 30 years, you're going to be what? A 10 degrees Taurus. So after 30, you're going to be focused right there in the material world. And then after another 30 years, you're going to be focused on what? Relationships and communicationships and friendships with others. Right? Okay, guys, that's all I have for you for today. And I want to give you a heads up about tomorrow, because that's what I do. I give you a heads up, right? Okay, 6, 7 o'clock. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon, it's gonna have some only 150 degrees aspects with the North Node. We're gonna see she moved out from Venus. She's gonna be at the 13 degrees of Libra. Ascendant is gonna be at Libra. That always gonna beginning start squaring Jupiter and opposing Chiron. Past things, past wound in the relationships. It came in from unhealed self. So now you're going to be collecting all this information and you're going to give it to the sun that already, I had enough with this. I don't want to put up anymore with this. And guess what's going to happen? You have to go deep to heal within the roots. And that's what Scorpio is, the underworld, the root of the problems. And you're going to go to what? Scorpio is what? Investigator. Okay? But that's going to take some few more days. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for the clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Much love to you and good luck.